No, don't, wait. I need more.
But wait then, let her get some.
Oh, God. Bad children, aren't they?
In Hertfordshire, 11-year-old English traveller Sherry Ann makes her own entertainment with her brothers. Sherry Ann lives in a chalet on land which her family owns.
Alfie. We don't really travel around because we don't have gathers keep coming to us, like saying get off our site and everything. It's our ground, so they can't move us off.
Put the cabbage in.
Sherry Ann's childhood is very different to that of her grandparents, who also live on the site.
I do not want a fire, Charlie.
I want a fire.
But Sherry Ann's granny is keen to keep the traditions of her traveller past alive.
I love learning from my granny. She teaches me how it was like in the olden days, because she had to be on the road constantly with all the horses, and then every single morning, like, they would kick her off and she would have to go. It's very scary in here. It's very small in here. I think that's where they used to sleep. There were so many of them, and how did they fit all in here? Like, I bet it was crowded. I don't know what this is. They might have cooked something in there, maybe? I have no idea. The horses would be down there towing you along, because now with the trailers you get to tow them with your car. But in the older days, that's not what it happened. I love horses, but I'm not sure if I'd have liked it in the olden days, but I think it's made my granny a lot more stronger.
Look up, though, Sharon, look up the whole time.
Although Sherry Ann's childhood is very different to her granny's, horses are also a very important part of her life.
Straighten your leg and point your toe. Good. Chin up.
I do a sport called equestrian vaulting,
Lift your leg high.
which is gymnastics on a real horse.
Look at the floor, tight tummy. Squeeze your legs together. Good, Sherry Ann.
It is quite dangerous, because if you get scared, then you're just going to fall off. Oh!
Today, Sherry Ann is stepping up to the next level of competition and learning a new move.
Next, you're going to do your standing counter. You've never done it before, but I'm sure you can do it. Would you like to give it a go?
Yeah.
You've got this.
Yay! The one move that I'm trying to tackle is a standing canter. You have to let go of both hands at the same time and not fall off. Faster the horse is going, the harder the moves get.
Sherry Ann is finding it hard to master this new move.
In the moment when I'm about to let go, I'm scared that I'm going to fall off.
Once more. Good. And then sit down to the inside and slide off. That's not inside. Good work.
How is that, Sherry Ann?
Oh, terrifying.
But Sherry Ann has inherited some of her granny's tough gypsy spirit.
I'm going to do everything that I can to be able to conquer my fear. If you really like the sport that you're doing, you've just got to carry on. Come on, Sandy.
It's good to have a good reputation, because if you don't have one and people start on you and things, then more people pick at you.
And my reputation is very important, because I'm beautiful.
When I do anything good, it basically reflects on me to me dad, because I'm his boy and whatever I do affects him.
I want people to know that I'm good.
You want to cut me out of it, leave him answer, because he's better at stuff like that.
Best wheelie I've ever done.
Whilst travelling away from home, 11-year-old Albert and his younger brother Michael are making the most of their school holidays.
Very good. Look at that Willy. Look at that Willy.
In the summer, we always take this trailer, pull on all different places. You get to meet new people. You run about in the field all day. It's quite fun.
Do some donuts.
Their permanent home is a chalet on a traveller site, but at the moment they're away visiting friends.
Very good.
Let's go.
English traveller Albert is already thinking about his options for the future.
I want to be professional fighter when I'm older. To do that, I need to get people to be able to know my name. I've been boxing since I was 5 years old, and I can never, ever imagine a world without me boxing.
Oh, no.
I'm not the smartest child in school. I don't have a reputation for myself yet, but I'm hoping to get it through boxing.
Want to get back to it? Come on.
In a few weeks' time, Albert has his first ever competitive fight, and there's a lot at stake.
My dad was a good boxer and his dad, and they all won their first fights and all that. So if I don't win the first fight, it's going to look bad. No man needs help.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
With his family's honour on the line, Albert needs to get back home and get serious.
Going now. See you soon. I've been waiting 5 years so I can have my first proper fight. So I've got to get back and train as hard as I can.
The best things about being a traveller is we've got loads of space to run and play. You can do whatever you want, really.
You live on a site and you have all your friends on the site and you can go and see them.
We always fight. Yeah.
The best thing is pulling around the country and around the world and going seeing different people and meeting different people.
I accidentally put his head through 2 bars of the bed by accident. Yeah. And he got stuck. And I put him through a fence panel.
On their family site in Essex, twins Abraham and Johnny and their cousin Jack Joe enjoy the run of the land.
Drive better, you rubbish!
But at 11 years old, these English traveller boys are almost men in the eyes of the gypsy world.
A man's just like being a child, but bigger and, you go a lot more stuff.
And their Uncle Tony thinks the time has come for them to take life a bit more seriously.
Right, now it's time, because you're like little men now, I think it's time to start getting a little bit more organised.
Tony is probably the most popular gypsy cage fighter in the world. If Tony gives me advice, I listen to it because I know that it means good things.
We're going to get all your toys. Yeah, we're going to put your toys one side. We're going to get all the tools, we're going to put them another side. Get the rubbish, we're going to put that side. Organised. That's what we're going to do. If you don't take yourself seriously at what you do, you get branded, basically, in the community. And you don't want to be branded as a jackass or a joker. You want to be branded as a righteous man. As a traveller, to build a reputation for yourself is not just in the gypsy community. We've got to build a reputation for ourselves for the whole world. So whatever you want to be when you get older, you've got to do it to the best, because you're not little boys now, you turn into men. Every proper gypsy man got that five to be the best, all right? If you're going to do something, do it properly.
Tony's words have inspired the lads to think about their future as gypsy men. And the key to that is knowing how to handle yourself.
Uncle Tony and my dad's going to show me how to get stronger and bigger.
To help them man up, the boys have decided to build a gym.
Get off. Well, this room used to be a stable with horse shit up to there. This is like a mansion off there it used to be. We're going to have a water cooler, we're going to have a punching bag, and we're going to have a mirror and a multi-gym.
Ready, I go.
Whoa, this is getting really good, boys. Look here. Right, our bench is going to go on there.
To be a Gypsy kid, it's a lot of pressure. Being a fighter, the best horseman, be the best person with a catapult, to be the best hunter, basically. So that's our culture, and that's what they've got to learn.
Every good gym needs a few designer touches.
Look, we got a wagon one and a horse one. Carl, look at the pictures he found. This is my favourite one. I like the wagons, the horses, the dog, and I just like the background and stuff. This gym is important for us, like, because it builds our arms up, it builds our belly up, it builds our legs up, so then we've all got power. No way, fuck. Right, let go, Jack. Go on and put it back up. Go on. That's it. Right, now watch me. We don't want to fight, but it's important that we know how to do it so we know how to defend ourselves.
The boys have decided that they're not natural-born fighters, like their Uncle Tony, and they still need to find a Gypsy skill to hang their reputations on. Over 60% of gypsies and travellers now live in houses instead of trailers and mobile homes.
Helps cool the lumps out, really.
Yeah, it's like snowing.
12-year-old English traveller Dallas is one of them. She lives in Surrey with her mum, brother and sister.
This is my mum's room. My mum and dad, well, they're not talking much. And so I decided I could move in this bed with Mum.
Dallas's parents split up 3 years ago, and since then, she's lived on a cul-de-sac close to the traveller site where they all used to live.
Hi. Bye.
Really?
Yeah.
But today, she's spending time with her dad, which means a return to the site she grew up on.
My best memories of living outside was that I had all my family with me. My family all together.
Since leaving the site, Dallas has got used to the comforts that come with living in a big house.
My dad lives in like a trailer. It's not that big though. Inside is quite small. Really, really small.
Well manufactured, as you see. This is designer, by the way. I've just wiped all that floor and gone all through it.
Sorry. This is Killer. He sleeps in a cage with my dad.
I couldn't invite you in to sit down because when you walk in there, when I go in there, I've got one spot where I can sit and watch the television. And it's just all literally cases.
I think living in a house is better than a trailer because trailers don't have stairs and you can't have your own room.
Since the separation, it's not just Dallas's life that has changed. Dad has become quite the homemaker, an area that is often the domain of traveller women.
Yeah.
I taught myself to cook. I read loads of cookbooks and stuff, but obviously wanted to be healthy, eating the right things.
The best cook I have to bring is Dad, because sometimes my mum don't cook my food proper, but I like her spaghetti.
She wouldn't like that, would she? But that's only the truth.
Dad may be a modern traveller man, but he doesn't want his kids to lose touch with their roots.
It's important to him that we're brung up right and we're travellers.
Cut it out.
So hungry.
If they're not on the site and they're not mixing with their own, you lose touch with who you are, a gypsy.
Since moving from the site, Dallas has made lots of non-traveller friends, and she's starting to see things differently from Dad.
I just sometimes think what traveller
adults are trying to do is they don't want them to mix with gorgers because they think they might become a gorger if they mix with them. The best thing for me is just mix with anyone, really.
Apart from the butter and the cheese, it's all good for you.
Next leg. Next leg. Over the middle.
11-year-old Sherry Ann is a keen equestrian vaulter.
Good. Stay sitting tall. Up to knee.
She's working on a difficult new move.
Good, Sherry Ann.
Standing up on a moving horse and letting go.
I'm starting to put one hand out and eventually I'll put 2 hands out. It's really hard.
If she manages to nail the move, it could help her add to an impressive haul of awards.
These are my rosettes. This is the Cambridge vaulting where we did it at our club. This is my favourite one because I won on it and it says a champion. And these are my cuddly toys.
But Sherry Ann has another reason for wanting to perfect the move.
My granny has never seen me do vaulting, but I really want her to come and watch me. Granny? Uncle Tommy?
Yeah, his little Shetland.
Shetland. Is that his?
Lovely Shetland.
We've both got a love of horses. That's you?
Yeah, that's me. I was about 16, 17 there.
Granny's got loads of photos from when she was a little girl. It's really interesting to see all them old pictures in black and white. I would have hated it in black and white.
Yeah, that is your dad.
Oh my God, is that really him
Tommy's
here?
Charlie, yeah.
That doesn't look like Dad. Dad's so fat.
And it water here today. The rained hard just it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Go on.
It's really different between me and my granny because my granny had to be with the horses and so it helps her survive, as where I have a hobby and I want to do it and it's my passion to do it.
We was always on the horses. It was nice. Yeah, without the horses in them days, you couldn't live without them because they was all we had to pull the caravans.
What do you miss about those days?
Miss all, like the fresh air and excitement and pots on the fire and cooking nice dinners. That's the gypsy life for you. This is all I've done all my life, you know, with horses and caravans.
I would have liked travelling around with the horses.
Yeah.
Let them pull you.
Yeah, it'd be nice if you could grow up and get a bit of it back again, the old life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice. All the older people would like to keep it up with the horses. That's the thing, we don't want to die out. We want it to keep going.
After a summer of travelling, Albert is back on his home site and he's straight into training for his upcoming fight. It's something he's been working towards since he was 5.
These is me first ever pair of boxing shorts. That was my nickname, Baby Bert.
This will be Albert's first competitive fight and the honour of the family name is on the line.
These medals here, that's my dad's one. There is another one.
1992 looks like.
Abbey Down Boxing Club winner. Like, from what I've heard of his record, he was supposed to be mustered like he barely ever lost a fight.
My dad was really good. He's going to be really good. And then it's going to rely on his children and then his children. All our family was good boxers. And now they're relying on him. No, not me. We are the Smiths. We are the rulers. Can you cut that bit out?
Having been away travelling for the last 3 weeks, Albert's got work to do to get back in shape.
Fighting's in Travellers' culture. Albert's family, they're all champions, professional and amateur. It's in him. He's going to be a champion.
10 seconds break, go!
But just as important as his fitness is Albert's weight.
Albert, check your weight.
What
what weight?
I'll tell you when you got on the scale.
On the night of the fight, Albert must weigh no more than 34.5 kilos, or he'll be disqualified before even stepping into the ring. And his time away from the gym hasn't done him any favours.
All right, we're on 36.1. We need to be 34.5. So you need to cut out all the coke and all the rubbish, all right?
Okay.
Been eating well?
Yeah.
Yeah? Look at me. Yeah? Okay. Right.
When you think 2 kilo, it's quite easy to lose. It's not, it's quite heavy, so I've got to skip underneath the heaters, train underneath the heaters, do lots of pads and that. It's hard. I think I've got 2 weeks. I've got 2 weeks to lose my weight.
Gorge with someone who is not a traveller.
Some gorges is nice. Some of them.
They eat different food, they dress different, and they talk different. They say 1, 2, 3. We say 1, 2, 3.
They're really stupid and dumb and they don't know a lot about stuff. We ain't got nothing against gorges. Yeah, it's just like if they have something against us, we've got something against them.
Dallas moved away from her old traveller site when her parents split up, and since then, she's come into contact with lots of people from the settled community.
The best thing about living in a house is I have, like, gorgeous friends. I don't really mind if they're gorgeous or not, because they're nice friends. He's a gorger.
You all are gorgeous.
I'm a gorger. You're a gorger. She's a gorger. You're a gorger. I am the one only traveller.
Dallas's dad is concerned that his kids might lose touch with their traveller heritage.
You do get to see that they've been mixing with non-travellers because they pick up on some of the words. They come out and say, oh, that's awesome, or something like that, and you think, yeah, that's not what we say. As long as they don't forget who they are, being a traveller is something to be proud of. It's in your blood.
Sit down. Wait. Maggie! Sit now. Sit!
Dallas and her sister Demi have already started to consider their futures, and they're no longer thinking like traditional traveller girls.
Demi, what do you want to be when you get older?
I really want to do something like voiceover, like acting, voice acting.
When I get older, I want to work as in a turtle shop, because I love turtles, and maybe a spider shop.
Okay, Dallas, watch. It's under your head. Put it like that.
Back home, Dallas's mum is passing on the skills learned by generations of gypsy women.
And the same this end. You watching?
But what role will gypsy traditions play in Dallas's future?
Thanks. So, Dallas, when you've got your own family, would you rather live in a house or trailer with your family? House or trailer?
House.
But there's so many travellers now that are in houses, isn't there, Dallas? There's loads. Whether you're in a house, whether you're in a trailer, whether you're in a tent, wherever you are, well, it's in your blood. You're not a gorger because you live in a house.
When I have kids, Mummy, I want them to do whatever they want. I want them to mix with anyone, really, like gorgeous or a traveller.
Would you rather marry a gorger or a traveller?
Gorger.
You would?
Because they're not as bossy as a traveller, man.
I don't know about that.
Because if you think about it, gorgeous aren't that bad.
Like I've said before, where would we be without them? Where would we be? When we went to an hospital, who would look after us?
Gorgeous.
When we go to clothes shops, who sells us their clothes?
Gorgeous.
When we go to co-op, who sells us their food?
Gorgeous.
But see, when you get older, see what you say. You might find a gorgeous man who you love, you might find a travelling man who you love. You don't know, do you? Your choice. It's not about what I want or what Dad wants. It's about what makes you happy. And preferably, if you marry somebody like Tom Hardy, I'd be even happier.
There are 2 weeks until Albert's fight, and he's on a mission to lose 2 kilos in weight.
If you're skinny, like me, it's hard to lose weight because there's not a lot on you. It feels heavy, doesn't it, Phil? Yeah. When you think, I've got to lose that in a couple of weeks.
Oh, heavy.
Weighing is the most important part of the fight, so if you don't make your weight, you can't fight. It's simple as that.
To hit his target weight, Albert must follow a brutal training regime.
Black bags, they keep the heat. So, like, when you run with them, it makes you sweat, and when you sweat, you lose weight.
Radio, bye. I'm going. Have to win
now. Sometimes everybody thinks that it's too hard to carry on training, but you just gotta put your head down and get on with it. I go running like every day. Say if I got a fight booked in like now, I train Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. But every other night I'm in my own gym doing a little session. Well, there's a lot of pressure on me, but I'm just doing it to make all my family proud.
And no one is more proud of Albert than his brother Michael.
Look what my brother's doing. He's still losing the pounds. He's training now. Let's see how he's doing. Good up, back up, jump the jumps. Good up. He's a very good boxer. He's not cocky. And the one thing he is good at is boxing. The worst thing he's worst at is being crap.
To reach his fighting weight, it's not just about burning the calories. Albert's also got to cut back on some of his favourite foods.
My brother loves his food. The food he most loves is foxes and sweets.
Foxes?
Yeah, you don't know what foxes are?
Your brother eats foxes?
Yeah. No, the sweets. What, you thought he ate real life foxes?
Sometimes you've got to fast to make your weight, and that's just terrible because you see all your family eating all the dinner and you've got to sit there eating nothing.
I can't believe I actually eat fat. Albert, look what I could drink. This is what I say to the boy who's fighting my brother. He's the best boxer in the world. You won't have a million chance of even touching him. So you just better let him rule ya.
He may be his brother's biggest fan, but Michael doesn't just want Albert to win for the sake of family pride.
If he don't win this fight, everyone's going to be looking to me, and I don't want to be a boxer. It's too hard.
Today, 11-year-old Sherry Ann has brought her granny to watch her in action.
Granny, this is the stable yard.
Oh, this one.
They're here for a very special event.
It's a lovely colour.
After weeks of practice, Sherry Ann is now ready to attempt her new routine.
The big moment that I'm aiming towards is where I actually let go of both hands to do a standing canter.
This will be the first time that Granny has ever watched Sherry Ann in action.
Head up.
I never saw him do this before. I'm looking forward to see it. You've got to be brave, I suppose, to do these things.
Squeeze your knees together if you can. Keep your feet flat on her bum.
Having my granny here makes me have this extra courage, and it makes me feel that I want to show Granny that I can actually do it.
The standing canter is a difficult move, but today it's even harder than normal.
I've got a kind of like a bad knee at the moment, and it like really hurts, and I'm scared that I'm gonna like end up falling off because of it.
Well, it makes me feel lovely. I think how clever she can be.
Warm-up complete. Sherry Ann is now ready to try her new move.
Oh, God.
You've got to pick a point to look at, got to adjust your feet, and then you've just got to go. It's a really big moment. I finally conquered and let go. And my granny was watching me, so that was the best thing.
Love you.
I love you too.
I think it was very clever of you, because I don't know how you can do it.
I love that we're like sharing that bond with horses. I think Granny's very proud of me because I'm keeping the Gypsy tradition going.
Oh, yeah, you beer bar!
Twins Abe and Johnny and their cousin Jack Joe are learning what it takes to be a gypsy man.
Oh, boys, there's 3 cans of, what is it called? Lager. Okay. Here, boys. Ah, that's nice. I'm only joking, it wasn't even undone.
They're looking for ways to build their reputation, and they've come up with a brand new approach.
Every travelling boy needs to know about one of these. When my granddad was little, he went hunting with his catapult to because when it was a long time ago then, because he had to shoot deer and rabbits to keep his family alive and put food on the table for his mum and his dad and that.
In the gypsy world, reputation comes from being the best, and for ammunition, most top-class catapulters opt for ball bearings.
That's a good stone because it's round like a barbarian. I don't like them barbarians because they're small. Like when you want to put a hole in a can or something, do damage to it, a barbarian, that ain't even like a strong thing. It's like metal against metal. Well, that'll go through a window, and that barbarian won't.
It's time to test their skills. And today, the boys are raising the stakes by shooting on the move.
All right, that's our first target, boys. Come on. You're rubbish. Drive better. You're making me miss. I wouldn't say we're terrible. I reckon that we're really good. Me and Ian is good.
Not everyone has such a high opinion of their talents.
Being the twin sister is...
Come on!
They don't ever hit anything they aim at, just people and windows, just smash everything.
Come on! Yeah!
They think they're all grown up and know everything, but they've got proper childish ways as well.
The twins have been invited to a catapult competition where they'll have the chance to test themselves against the best in the country. It's the perfect chance to build their reputations.
It would be great if I was like the bestest catapulter in England, because then when I went among travellers, I'd get a lot of respect from them and that. Yeah, go, go, go! Class A driving.
Johnny and Abraham and their cousin Jack Joe are on a mission to build the reputations they'll need as gypsy men. Today, they're taking part in a competition against some of the UK's best junior catapulters.
Hi, boys.
One person who's already made his mark is 10-year-old James Dean, a leading traveller catapulter.
That what you wear is where you put your ammo, and that's your anchor point right there. I like to shoot gangster style.
As a fellow traveller, James Dean has agreed to give the boys some pointers before the competition kicks off.
Hello. Right. My name's James Dean.
What targets do you like to shoot?
I like to shoot metal and cans. I recommend ball bearings, 9mm.
We use stones.
Stones?
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend stones.
The thing is with stones is that you need to find the right stone.
Right. I need you all to line up and then all practice one at a time. Go. Oh, close. Close.
Ooh, I hit that top branch.
Put your catapult up. Pull the pouch a bit straight. Don't fire yet till I say go. Pull it right there, right there. Right. Go. Yes.
Ooh, what a shot.
Yep. When they first turned up, well, they wasn't that good, but I tried to teach them a little bit, but they're getting better. So let's just hope they're good in the competition.
Catapult elitists, I'd like to thank you all for coming. We're all just going to basically talk catapults, shoot the hell out of some stuff, just get warmed up for the season to come. Thanks all for coming, lads.
Gypsy honour is at stake today, as the lads are shooting against some of the best non-Gypsy catapulters in the country. First up is Evan, the country's #1. It's not a good day for the favourite.
James Dean, take your time.
And that gives James Dean a golden chance to put the Gypsy boys on top. The country's finest are struggling, giving the outsiders a chance to make their name.
Abram.
Some balls, you got some?
Yeah, I got some. Oh, my hands is freezing. It's been freezing.
Johnny.
When I walked up, felt a bit pressured. I just kept thinking, what if I miss it? Will they laugh? I just looked down the corner of the catapult. I just pulled it back and it hit it. I was happy, but I didn't want to, like, go mental.
Well done, boys, you've done all right.
Thanks. Well, he was meant to be the top Gypsy catapulter, but I beat him in the competition, so that makes me the top Gypsy catapulter.
Today, English traveller Albert is due to fight in his first ever competitive boxing match.
It's a very big moment for him. I know he's going to win by a unanimous decision.
I am feeling a bit nervous because it's my first fight, but if I just stick to me boxing, end of me reach, it should be okay. All I know about the boy I'm fighting is I think he's a gorger.
Albert's opponent, Vinny, is a non-traveller. He's a year older and has the home advantage on his side.
My dad was a former boxer. I've trained like a lot for this and I want this really bad.
But before either boys step into the ring, it's time to see if Albert has managed to make his crucial target weight.
Strip down, mate. Got his card, please, John.
Yeah. You got to make sure you're the same weight so the fight's equal. If you don't make your weight, you can't fight. Simple as that.
All good. Yeah, it's fine. Bang on the same.
Right, yeah.
Right, John.
All right, thank you.
Come on.
All Albert's training has paid off. He's been given the go-ahead to fight.
6 years I've been training for this very moment. And not many people have got that much dedication.
Victory today will be the perfect start to Albert's career. But as a Gypsy boy, this is also about his family's honour.
You can't believe it's actually there. You've waited so long and there's no going back. It's time to prove yourself. This is the kickstart to my future, because if I win this, it's going to give me a whole lot more confidence to show that I'm better. I'm better than most of the boys. When you're in the middle of the fight, I can't describe the feeling. It's like all you can feel is just adrenaline shooting through your body. All you can think about, really, is what you're going to throw next. The moment before they announce the winner, no matter what happens, you're going to feel nervous. Am I going to win or am I going to get robbed?
Albert is on his way to building his boxing career.
Gypsy! I'm astonished with myself. First fight, nice little win. Just can't stop smiling.
And best of all, he's boosted his family's reputation.
As soon as the fight was finished, my dad come straight over to me, gave me the biggest hug I think he's ever given me, and just told me how proud he was of me. And there's no better feeling than that.
Next time,
you do pick them, didn't you, sir?
Yeah. Trader David tries to turn scrap into cash to raise enough money for a new home.
That bit's going to be the kitchen.
And Ellie Mae takes on the non-traveller girls in a bid to become pageant queen.
I'm at Pageants, I don't really tell people that I'm a traveller. When you're the only traveller in school, people would call you Pikey and all that.
And Margaret battles to keep things on track at Grandad Paddy's Gypsy talent show.
I think it's going to go smoothly.
We've had one or two people in the town concerned.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
A girl's job is to be helpful to their mums and dads.
Boys' jobs are to go out and work to earn money.
If a man did a girl's work cleaning up, then people would say, just get a grip on yourself.
A good wife is that you have to care for your husband, but the boy has to look after you, and you look after your baby.
In Buckinghamshire,
Wash it up, Nikita, and wash it up properly.
9-year-old Irish traveller Nikita has lived in a flat all her life.
Wet the sponge, now wash the cups.
Whether settled or living in a trailer, being house-proud is a trait shared by all Gypsy and traveller girls.
That's too much bubbles.
So big sister Nicole is showing her the ropes.
Nicole teaches me a lot about cleaning. The first time she teach me, I was 4.5. She's like, wash up the dishes, I'll show you first. So she shows me how to wash them and clean them. So I'm like, Nicole, I really get it now.
No, that's not cleaned. No, look, you're not looking inside it.
She wants our house to be really, really clean. If there's like a tiny crumb drops on the floor, she'd pick it up. It's really annoying. Is that clean?
No, Nikita, there's still sugar in that.
What the? Nicole, if you've got special eyes, I can't see nothing.
Nikita, there's still sugar inside in it. Rinse it out. Travellers are really funny when it comes to their home. It's like everything has to be done like perfectly.
Traveller girls normally go on their knees like to clean the floor. Some people just do it with brushes and a cloth and wipe it, but travelling girls think that's like dirty.
With a mop, it's like you can't get into these little bits. It's just a quick wipe and that's it. When you're doing it on your hands and knees with a cloth, you know that all that dust is out and like there's nothing else there. As I was growing up, I see my older sister doing it, and like you watch her doing it and you think, like your older sister's your role model, so you think, oh, okay, I want to grow up to be like her, or I want to clean the way she cleans, and it's just something that like all travelling girls do. Travelling girls love cleaning up. You know from a young age that you've got to do that until obviously you get married yourself, and then the younger sister does it, and then obviously when all the girls is married, it's back to the mother to do it.
The minute you get up in the morning, like your home is something that needs to be done, it needs to be all cleaned out, and I suppose when it's not cleaned out, you just don't feel yourself, you don't feel right. It's just got to be done. I'll have the same rules until the day that I get married, and then obviously you've got to abide by your husband then.
But 17-year-old Nicole has dreams that lie outside the home.
Go to sleep, my little tinker.
Nicole's really good at singing. From my point of view, I think Nicole's one of the best I've known. Like, not out of celebrities, but out of travelling girls.
For you have no place to come now.
A talent show is coming to town, and Nicole is taking part.
It's a big deal because music is something that's like always inspired me, and I've always been young and thought, oh, I want to be like Beyonce or I want to be like Rihanna.
And for any inspired teenage traveller,
Is my hair natty or not?
Yeah, it is.
this is a brave new world.
Me, myself, I've got a very, very strict family. I've never been to a disco, I've never been out. So when I thought about auditioning for the talent show, obviously I had to talk to Mummy and Daddy about it first, but I think it's a big thing, like it's something big to do in your life. Hopefully on the day I'll be all right.
In Somerset, another traveller teen is also contemplating his future and preparing to be the breadwinner. For 15-year-old English traveller David, it's a well-trodden path.
My dad was a trader, my granddad was a trader, and my great-granddad was a trader, so it's in my blood. All wheels, golf clubs and tyres and bikes, lawn mowers and jet washers and windows, they're all mine.
David's dad, David Sr., is proud of his son's work ethic.
What can I tell you about David? He's a workaholic. He'll have a go at anything.
I've got a set of Mercedes caps here.
But Dad isn't always convinced by some of David's purchases.
David will buy absolutely anything, from a pair of sunglasses to a car, a van, an horse, a pig.
A few sunglasses.
Anything at all that he can see a profit in, he buys.
Disabled stuff, chainsaws, a few baby prams.
I think the weirdest thing he ever bought, he bought 1,500 gold Draylon miniskirts.
At 15 years old, like many gypsy boys, David already sees himself as a man and wants to move in to his own trailer.
Well, the favourite thing I bought was this old Buccaneer trailer. I bought it to live in, but I bought it as a project. Well, behind this mattress, I've got my own bedroom. Where this bit of space is, that's going to be my heater. That's going to be the little dining room bit. That bit's going to be the kitchen, and that bit's going to be the living area. When it's all done, I can move into it, and then it'll be my own.
David has decided to ditch the sunglass and miniskirt trade in favour of some big-ticket items.
Right, what are you looking at?
Looking at that C-Class Mercedes.
Yeah. What's that, automatic or manual?
Automatic. Sometimes you go to a car auction, you can't understand the auctioneer whatsoever. That Merc's up for $1,000. All the stuff's just going for way too much money.
But profit is hard to come by, and David will need all his wits if he's going to raise the $2,000 he needs to do up his trailer.
Gorgeous and nice to gypsies and travellers, but some aren't very nice and they bully people and they call them mean words like pikeys and jippos.
Best way to deal with a bully is tell them to stop, and if they don't, start punching them in the face.
Sometimes I just walk away from them.
If somebody hit me, I mean, like, it might hurt me a bit, but I wouldn't cry.
I never get bullied at school because everyone knows I'm a boxer. What is it doing? Running away.
In Hertfordshire, another traveller girl looking for her moment to shine is 8-year-old English traveller Ellie May. She's trying to make her name as a pageant queen.
Ethan, do you think I'm good at pageants? In the olden times, travellers used to like sit home with their mum and dad helping them clean up. And they still do the same now. But I like doing something a bit different to like other travellers.
Ellie Mae is chasing the elusive title of Ultimate Grand Supreme Queen, one of the highest accolades in the pageant world.
Thank you, Ellie Mae. Next up is...
I'm one of the best pageant girls, people say. Normally, I would get into the top 5. I think it's like this.
Appearing in beauty pageants is not a traditional pursuit for Gypsy girls.
Give it a bit more attitude.
But Ellie Mae can always count on strong support from Mum Ivy and fellow travellers Adam and Jerry.
She just gets up, she does her own thing and she loves it. Attitude comes naturally to Ellie Mae.
Well done, Ellie Mae.
Open Gangnam Style.
Thank you, Barbie.
Although Ellie Mae is a confident performer, offstage, she prefers to keep to herself.
When I'm at pageants, I don't really tell people that I'm a traveller because they wouldn't understand. When you're the only traveller in school, people would call you pikey and all that. I just don't know what it means. What does it mean, Mum?
Pikey means a traveller, but in a not a nice way, I suppose, isn't it?
Moving on to the 9 to 10-year-olds now.
It's time for Ellie Mae's last performance of the day.
First up is Ellie Mae.
Put it down! I want to look fabulous when I'm on stage. The judges are very impressed by eye contact because if you look away from them, they'll score you down for that.
I'm a pineapple and she's a palm tree.
If the judges like it, you get crowns, like big crowns.
Thank you, Ellie Mae.
Ellie Mae's fate today now lies with the judges. But early reviews from her brother Ethan are promising.
Ethan, how do you think it went? Nice. Nice. Ethan is 4 years old. He gives me a bit of courage and always cheers me when I'm going on stage. Do you want to do a pageant soon? Ethan's a judge to me because he's always watching me saying, what about you put this in? What about you do that? Look at her as well. He's trying to wink. My sister's very good at pageants.
What does she do at the pageants?
Dance and win crowns and medals.
Third high scorer is Scarlett.
So, has Ellie Mae done enough to win today?
Moving on to our second highest scorer of the day, and that goes to Ellie Mae.
It's second place this time.
Well done, Ellie Mae.
But with another pageant next month,
Well done, Barbie.
there's time for Ellie Mae to work on her routine. And for Mum to buy a taller chalet. On her site in North Wales, 9-year-old Irish traveller Margaret loves nothing more than playing with her pals.
I'm coming! When you live on the site, all of us will come out at night and play hide and go seek, tag. My cousin Johnny lives on the site and sometimes he plays with us.
It's an exciting time for Margaret and Johnny their granddad Paddy is organising a talent show for the Gypsy and Traveller community. And he's enlisted Margaret's help as his PA.
Look, I put all the things, so tickets, venue.
What?
I put tickets. These are all the things for Travis Got Talent.
What?
Drinks and food.
Wait, Margaret, you're a bit too smart. Too smart for me now.
Music and different colour lights.
What?
Music and different colour lights.
Paddy's holding the event because he feels there are a few opportunities for travellers to shine.
So many travellers trying to get in touch with me, to do Gypsy's Got Talent. Because if you look at these, the X Factor, The Voice, you never see travelling. You might see one travelling. Our children and our adults is as equal as everyone else. You know what I mean? And that's all I want. All I want good out of this. Just let people see what we are. You know what I mean? Right, I'm just trying to get Tommy here now.
Paddy already has over 20 performers signed up and is checking in with the organiser for an update.
Hey, Tommy, my man. All the tickets are going, Eddie.
Listen, you know as well as I do. 99.9% of travellers get one on the night.
Yeah.
How many times have you done that?
Yeah. What are you doing? Are you telling people to get them at the door now?
That's what I say. But when we're just going to stick them in an envelope and they can pick them up on the door. What do you reckon?
No, Margaret, write that down. Do you hear me?
What?
Yeah.
With guests proving unwilling to pay up front, Paddy's talented band of travellers might be playing to an empty house.
Listen, Tommy, I'll let you go on. Take care and be lucky. Say good luck to Tommy, Margaret.
Good luck, Tommy.
Yeah, Margaret. See you soon.
No. Right, what are you writing now?
Money and envelopes.
Yeah, money and envelopes. That's right. Yeah.
Good. 17-year-old Nicole is one of Paddy's contestants.
In the arms of the angel.
I look up to my sister for two talents, like from cleaning up the home and from singing.
It don't make no difference.
She's really good at it.
One last time.
But before she can take her place in the spotlight, Nicole must choose an outfit.
No, I don't. Guys, get excited. Shop around.
And coming from a protective traveller family,
Right, we'll try these ones on.
it's important it preserves her modesty.
What do you think of this one? Such a body shape. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Nicole's choice gets the thumbs up from friend Crystal. But will it meet her family's approval?
Did you find everything okay today? Yeah, everything was perfect. Daddy's never allowed us wear clothes that was too short or too revealing.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
But I don't think it's like really revealing. Like there's a way of me covering it, so I'll just have to do that. Because Daddy and Mummy wouldn't be happy with it at all.
Outfit picked. It's time for a dress rehearsal in front of sister Nikita
Nicole, come out.
and cousin Rihanna.
Are you ready, Nicole?
Do you like it?
Yeah. Oh, God, it's gorgeous. You look like a princess. No, I wouldn't say a princess.
You want me to sing?
Yeah. Yes.
In the arms of the angels, fly away from here.
Like when you're singing, it's like a tiny bit, you're going to crank only a tiny bit, like going, when you're saying arms of the angels, you're going like, arr.
Fledgling trader David is also on the cusp of achieving his dream. He's on his way to the local garage to check on a car he recently picked up for a bargain.
I bought this car in Amesbury and drove it down about 15 miles down the road and ended up blowing up. The next morning we towed it down to the garage and bought an old Laguna so we could put a new engine in it.
Providing it all goes right.
Yeah.
Like generations of gypsy men before him, David left school early. But his dad is worried that times are different now.
Do you miss being at school?
Nope.
Why not?
Well, didn't like school anyway. I'd rather work.
I know you'd rather work, and I know you'd rather do your motors, but it would have been better to start life with a better education than what you've got. Otherwise, you can end up like me. Like a 50-year-old, I can just about spell my own name. But you can't do that in this day and age. But the only reason you've stopped having an education was because of what happened at school.
David was taken out of school at 11, as he was badly bullied because of his ethnicity.
You got beat up just for being a gypsy. You're just a human being, same as them. The difference is you live in a trailer, you don't live in an house. They live in an house, they don't live in a trailer. So, look, we're not beating them up because they live in an house.
Well, I don't like it to be talking about it anyway.
Perhaps you should talk about it. Perhaps you shouldn't. I don't know what to say to you for the best, but well, I know where it would upset you. You know where it would upset me and your mother.
I don't know what to say.
See, it's so hard for him to talk about it. They don't understand how much of an effect it had on him. He's my son, but it's just terrible. It's heartbreaking. He didn't ask to be born a gypsy.
In spite of the bullies, David is determined to succeed. And there's good news. His car's been fixed.
As you can see, it looks a bit better than it did.
But will his biggest investment yet leave him out of pocket?
One, two, three, four.
8-year-old Ellie Mae is making a name for herself on the pageant circuit.
60 crowns. The thing I like about crowns is that, I don't know, they're just so sparkling. That crown is the crown that I got at my last pageant. This is my second place crown. And it nearly touches the roof.
But Ellie Mae isn't prepared to settle for second place.
I wanted the bigger one, which is like the same size as me. I've always been trying to come first. I badly wanted to have a crown.
1, 2, 3, 4 step, 5 step, 6, 7, 8 step.
To improve her chance of victory, Ellie Mae is working on a new routine, and she wants to make the most of her gypsy roots.
7, 8, walk 1. Bring your hands up. See how long your hair is?
It's not easy being the traveller, but I'm proud of being the traveller.
Bring it through the back of your hair.
Like many traveller girls, Ellie Mae likes to keep her hair long, and she decided to make a feature of it.
To traveller girls, your hair is quite important because it makes you look all pretty. And at pageants makes me stand out more.
All of your hair, does that make sense? There we go, lovely, like a princess.
You spin, drop down, up, push your outside.
With just 2 days until her next event, every spare minute is taken up with rehearsals.
Spin around, my hair around, done. It's hard preparing for a pageant because it's a lot of practice and it's hard.
And it's not just about perfecting new moves. She's trying out an entirely new outfit.
Oh, here's the ox pants. Say, hush, Usher. It's cute.
You look gorgeous.
Hello, Ethan. Do you like it? Yeah. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Yeah. Yeah. It looks funny. Thanks a lot.
With costume checked and routine sorted, it's time for the finishing touches.
This is me before having my spray tan, because I'm about to have my spray tan now. I'm all nice and brown now.
And with that, Ellie Mae is ready to take the stage.
That's all for now.
My talents are, well...
What's my talent? Reading and playing and cleaning up.
Drifting my golf buggy.
Watching TV. Well, my talent is looking good.
Boxing and cage fighting and like,
The judges there. No, the judges over there, I think.
This morning, Margaret is helping iron out plans for Grandad Paddy's talent show.
Right, can I see this with the lights on?
And the music.
And the music, please, if you don't mind.
We're in the venue right now, pretending like what we're going to be doing, like pretend all the people's here and pretend that the people's up on the stage, but we got to pretend they're there, but really they're not.
Right, okay.
You understand?
Yeah, go. Want to welcome our 4 judges for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, Harry Doherty.
No.
Don't name them, sir.
Yeah. No, you don't need them. Just these are the 4 judges.
Oh, all 4 together?
Yeah.
While the grown-ups struggle with their introductions, Margaret is being given the job of showrunner to make sure the event stays on track.
If it's busy, my brain will just go.
Basically, Margaret, you've got to make sure that the show runs really smoothly, yeah? So, obviously, you're going to be standing there in that corner with Big Fella, all right? And then as soon as I signal you to go, you're going to go right through that door up there.
Yeah.
You're going to run upstairs as fast as you can.
Yeah.
You're going to run up them stairs and you're going to say to Tommy, 2 minutes.
Right, you hear that? Don't let that forget, right?
Okay.
Right, no, there goes down.
It's like 2 people talking at the same time, trying to tell me something, but then I can't understand them because they're talking at the same time. And I'm just like, whoa, one at a time.
There's only a week until curtains up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the Gypsy Factor 2016.
And the team still have a long way to go.
I want to introduce the 4 judges to my right. First of all, Harry Doherty.
No.
After a few days at the garage, David's car has been returned to his site, and a potential buyer has arranged to see it.
It starts up fine now. It is all ready to sell now.
David is becoming an accomplished trader, but his experience of bullying has taught him it's better for business to keep his traveller identity a secret.
Some people come here, they don't know we're travellers. If they did know we were travellers, they wouldn't buy anything from us, because some people around here, they think gypsies rob off people, or that they're scum. Dad?
He still hasn't rang.
Yeah.
Can't get hold of him, he hasn't rang me, so...
Well, he ain't turned up for this, so he's just a messer.
It's a disappointing day. But David is no stranger to the school of hard knocks.
What you doing, sucker?
Today, Ellie Mae is poised to perform her new routine.
You love your hair. Would you like it all cut off?
No.
She's proud of her traveller identity, but having experienced prejudice, like David, she keeps it close to her chest.
Why are you having your hair down today? Normally you have it up.
Not today.
Not today.
Ellie Mae is hoping her revamped act will be enough to wow the judges.
The new routine gives me more of a chance to get to the top. I'm nervous about the dance because if I do it wrong, I don't want to lose points. That's what happened to me last time.
Family friend Jerry thinks being a traveller could actually hold the key to her success.
What puts Ellie Mae different to everyone else that's in the pageant and that's so special about her is because she's got that sassiness and the attitude of a traveller.
Okay then, so age 9 to 10 category, our first contestant is Ellie Mae.
Peace up, 8-10.
I hope the judges will be wowed by my hair because I look completely different. I stand out a bit more than others.
Thank you, Ellie Mae.
But has she done enough to win the biggest crown of the day?
Your mini Supreme Queen, who has the 4th highest score of the day, is Ellie Mae.
Only 4th place for Ellie Mae. But long hair isn't the only thing she's gained from being a traveller. She's also been brought up to be resilient.
Some people at the pageant cry and get upset because they don't win. I don't cry because travellers wouldn't do that.
Where they're brought up travellers is really tough. Ellie Mae, she just get up, brush herself off and get on with it, which a lot of children don't have the same attitude about life.
It isn't the end of the world, is it?
It's the day of the talent show. And for contestant Nicole, it's a rare chance to get out of the kitchen and into the limelight.
God, I don't think I slept at all last night. I was up till about 3 o'clock thinking about it, and I was back up for 6 o'clock this morning cleaning up and just worrying. I'm really, really nervous, but hopefully I'll be all right later.
Ha ha ha. Hey.
For Margaret, the big day has just got bigger.
Right, this is what you're doing. Follow me.
She's been promoted to co-host, so the duties of showrunner have fallen to cousin Johnny.
You're going to be standing here, and then when you're going to go and get the people, you have to go run down. And what do you do? You're ready. Let's go. Now, what do you say? 2 minutes to the next act, but you got to do it in the mood. 2 minutes to the next act.
Backstage. Where's backstage? Hi.
For Nicole, a good performance is about more than winning. Her parents have told her that if she does well, she can go to the after party.
Daddy doesn't believe in us going to discos till we're married. So hopefully, if I do good tonight and they're proud of me, I might be allowed to stay.
Final preparations are going well. But the arrival in town of a large number of travellers hasn't gone unnoticed.
Hi. Nice to meet you, ladies. Nice to meet you.
The police have been contacted by members of the local community, even though no offences have been committed.
We've had 1 or 2 people in the town concerned.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
We will pop in and out during the night,
Yeah.
make sure everything's
Yep,
okay.
yep,
You okay
yeah.
with that?
Listen, fine, lovely.
Okay. Any problems, get onto us sooner rather than later.
Any problem, bang, you will know about it.
Okay.
Everything's going crushed, everything's going lovely, you know what I mean?
All right.
Thank you very much. Take care. Sergeant, thank you very much. God bless you, Sergeant, yeah? Bye.
Why was the police here?
If you see any sort of arguments, just come over and tell me. Yeah? Hello?
Yeah.
Everyone is hoping for a successful night.
I think it's going to go smoothly.
What about you, Johnny?
Paddy's decision to sell tickets for cash on the door seems to be paying off. But with showtime approaching, Nicole is a long way from her comfort zone.
My stomach at the minute is like a washing machine, all the butterflies. We're starting any second now, like any minute it's where we're going to start. I know that I'll be very, very nervous when I get up there.
Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to see so many of you here. Please welcome Paddy Doherty.
As Margaret heads out on stage,
I'm glad to see this.
behind the scenes, cousin Johnny is now responsible for keeping the talent show on track. And it's gone to his head.
I'm stage manager. I'm in charge of all the people who's on the stage. Just getting the girl.
Look who's with me, my granddaughter. Margaret Doherty!
Woo! Wait by the door there.
Whilst Johnny's off to a flying start, the tension's building for Nicole.
I'm all nervous now, but I'm glad that I'm not the first. I'm like right in the middle, so.
But with the competition already underway, the grown-ups have decided to rethink the running order.
Quick, run there, quick!
For Nicole, the changes mean she's now due to sing sooner than expected.
There's two people in front of me now till I'm on. Jesus, I really am nervous.
Do you know who Claudia is? Hey, do you know who Claudia is? Claudia. Do you know who Claudia is?
It's not just Johnny who's suffering from the lack of organisation.
Jukebox plays on, drink by drink, and the words of the sad song seems to fade.
Okay.
Oh God, I'm so nervous. I'm next.
Paddy, you're wanted.
Right, listen, we've got a lovely singer coming on now. Put your hands together, yeah?
Give her a round of applause.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance, for a break that'll make it okay.
She's really good.
In the arms of the angels, may you find some comfort here.
A different level now, moving up a gear. What do you reckon, my Margaret?
I think she has a very good voice and I think she's doing it. What do you think about her, judges?
I'm actually struggling to find the words of how good that was. I've nearly had a tear in my eye and everything.
That was absolutely flawless.
Thank you, everyone. Let's go. Come on, my Susie.
Literally, I just feel, oh my God, I feel out of this world.
It's now time for the results,
This has been such a difficult decision.
starting with third place.
Nicole.
I came third place. I can't explain how I feel. I am literally gobsmacked. Like physically, I really, really am gobsmacked.
The winner is, who is it, Paddy Doherty?
Andy Cassidy!
Competition over, it's time to start the celebrations. And having made her family proud, Nicole is being allowed to stay for the after party.
Tomorrow is going to be a chill out day. I'm going to go and just sit at home, clean up. If that's not done, it's never going to be done. I'm going to go home with a big smile on my face. I'll be smiling all day tomorrow.
Take care and be lucky. God bless everyone.
A world away from the talent show spotlight, David is still putting his skills to use to raise the money to restore his trailer. Although lacking a formal education, he's well schooled in peddling his gypsy wares. And he sees potential profit everywhere.
I'm just getting out all the golf clubs so I can cut all the heads off today. Some people would think they're a load of rubbish, but when I look at this, I see a bit of money. All the one with stainless steel heads, you can scrap.
Luckily for David, to reach his goal, he won't have to rely on golf clubs alone. Someone has arranged to take a look at his car, and this time they've turned up.
How long you had this one?
A few months.
Okay. Do you mind just popping the bonnet so I can have a look underneath? Do you mind firing it up, please?
Yeah.
What was the price again? What did you want on it?
17 now.
17 and a half. I'll offer you 16 cash.
Would you do 16 now?
All right, 16 and a half, we've got a deal.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
Well done.
Got a good deal there. I'm very happy I sold that car now. I've had it a couple of months. It has been frustrating, but now I've got a profit.
David is £400 nearer to moving into his own trailer and achieving his dreams. Just like the other gypsy kids who find their talents outside the classroom.
Pitch the nose up, use the controls back.
Next time, Jessie steps away from the housework to prove boxing is not just for boys.
The boys don't really hold back on me, so I don't hold back on them.
Ben takes on the fight against prejudice towards gypsies and travellers.
Don't hate people because they are different. I am asking for equality.
And Scarlett battles the council in a bid to save her family's sight.
How would you feel moving?
We're terrible, really.
This is where I live. These are the gypsy kids. Woo! Why do you have them handcuffs?
Because we're the police.
And arresting people.
You think I'm in trouble.
You don't like my family? You probably don't like me.
Why? Because I'm a gypsy.
I'm a traveller. People don't understand us.
These are our guns here, we got us shooting. They don't want us living near them.
We always get people that are looking at us. That's not fair.
It's a traveller thing.
We're proud of who we are.
I got one. Too many of them. They make it hard for us to keep our traditions. Relax! We're not going anywhere. We don't want to!
You're not getting this. And my daddy's like, you're not getting this. Don't judge me. People call you Pikey. What does it mean, Mum? Don't hate me.
So punch me up and need me in the face.
I'm a gypsy kid.
This time,
Margaret, grab him, he's going to fall.
Traveller and gypsy children challenge stereotypes.
I don't want to be told that I can't do certain stuff, because why can't I?
They just think, oh yeah, he's only a little gypsy boy. It won't amount to nothing anyway.
And face prejudice head on.
I don't care. I'm doing it, aren't I?
From outside the community.
I don't know if this has been reported to the police because it's just disgusting.
And from within.
The women stay at home, look after the kids, cook, clean.
I find with travellers, men are up here.
Daddy wants a cup of tea.
I don't know whether some kid's going to bring a knife into school, say, and then stab me.
Don't bite me fingers.
In Hampshire, 10-year-old Annalise shares her yard with a lot of horses.
This one's Tina Turner. She's in a state at the minute, though. We breed the horses. This is my horse, Barbie Gal.
Horse trade is the crux of the family-run business.
Get up, Barbie Gal.
And one day, Annalise hopes to take the reins. But traveller tradition means her brother will be boss.
That one's a troublemaker, like my brother. Should have called it Jimmy, really. Don't flick at me, don't flick at me. Mostly like boys run their dad's businesses. We have to do them all up, get all the mud off of them, and then put them on the internet and then get like £2,000 from something if they look really good. Oh, my sister's got some carrots now. Give us one. Oh shit. Give us one. This is Jimmy's dog, and it's an absolute maniac. To have a little brother, he gets on your nerves. Scooby! Scooby! Out of me and Jimmy, I'm probably the cleverest one. Jim, why don't you just do this? Leave it. Oh. Jimmy likes tormenting people. Look at her big nostrils. Oh, go away. I need somebody to drive me horse tomorrow. I need somewhere to drive it. Can I drive up your nostrils? You're irritating me. Can I? Go and sit in there with your mother. Why don't you go and sit there with your mother, me old love?
Annalise is already trying to learn the family business.
I write invoices out for my dad sometimes. I'm learning. I print stuff off. If I let my brother do all this, it would literally, there would be like loads of scribbles over the page because he would just get fed up. He hasn't got no patience at all.
At 8 years old, Jimmy is less focused.
Just help me carry some of this over. How much of it? I just want some of it, Jim. I don't want a whole load. Some traveller girls, they want to leave school, stay home, get a boyfriend, cook and clean. Jim, I don't want that much. How much do you want, woman? I think that would just be boring. Just cook and clean every night.
With horse sale season fast approaching.
And don't waste it all over the yard. Not you're the only one who is.
There's a lot of work to do, especially when it comes to working together.
Also, fuck you.
Another girl wanting to break the mould is 11-year-old Irish traveller Shakira.
This is Princess, my pony.
She also wants to make a living working with horses.
I love horses, and nothing will change me from loving them. People might call me, oh, you tomboy, yeah, or you're a boy, why do you act like that, you're not allowed to do that. I don't care. I'm doing it, aren't I? It's not their life, it's mine.
Shakira's family live in County Westmeath, Ireland,
Did you clean out her feet for me?
No.
where she hopes to become a farrier like her dad, Anthony.
I love my dad's job, and I'd love to take it over.
You found it hard to get a farrier, did you?
Yeah.
That's it. That's a good one now. If you approach a pony or a big horse in the wrong way, they can turn very nasty, some of them, you know. They can be very bold, some horses.
Shakira's dad supports her ambitions, but can see problems ahead.
I wouldn't see a traveller man marrying a travelling girl that would be a farrier. I couldn't see it. Look what stranger things has happened. So do you think you'd still want to be a farrier?
Yeah. I think I'd still try it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'll do, so. Watch that road now, do you hear me?
Although Shakira is keen to challenge gender roles,
Did you do this fire class?
I did.
her mum is making sure that she and her 13-year-old sister Sharina still have traditional skills.
They just know what they have to do now and they just do it. Just keep an eye on them that they're doing it right. Yeah.
She believes it protects the girls from future prejudice.
If I went out and worked, my husband would be made a laugh of. Like, oh, he's a show, she's working.
But the sisters aren't happy conforming to stereotypes.
The women does all the work inside. The boys, they would never clean or wash up or make food. Never. It shouldn't be fair that boys get more hired than girls, because we're all the same. We can all do the same stuff.
But it's not just at home where the girls are pushing the boundaries. Last year, they took up boxing.
You don't see barely any traveller girls boxing. And there is some traveller boys out there that wouldn't like a girl doing anything like that.
Every girl is like, oh, you can't do that, you'll get hurt. But sure, I don't see me getting hurt. A few black eyes maybe, but they'll go.
In 3 weeks, the sisters are taking part in an inter-county boxing championship.
Excited, but a bit nervous. This is a stepping stone to get into the Irish squad. It will be a hard test.
The girls also have a lot to prove to their community.
Girls can be the same as boys, and if anything, they can be better sometimes. Why do you have to live up to traveller rules? Why can't you go by your own rules? You need to give us a chance too.
The women stay at home, look after the kids, cook, clean, and the men have to go out, work, and then they have to graft all day.
What if a boy did girls' work?
Well, that would just be shameful for them because they would get talked about.
I think to clean up is rubbish because it's no boy's job.
If they wanted to do it, they could do it. But that is it's just crazy.
Boys can go out and stay up late, and girls has to stay home and clean up.
Well, the world's changing, and we're changing with it, really.
There's no difference. But boys could do a girl's job, and girls could do a boy's job.
Right, Sharina, you get the beans.
Yep.
In 2 weeks' time, sisters Shakira and Sharina will be fighting for traveller honour in the Irish County Boxing Championships.
I'd like to do well in the fight, but there's good days that you could get in with a person and you could demolish them, stop them. But then there's other days that you could be stopped.
While the girls take a break from training in the ring, their traditional training continues.
Will I get a spoon, Mammy?
No, get a knife and put a bit of butter in. Husbands won't be too impressed. They can't cook.
Mum Mandy believes it's vital preparation for life as a traveller woman.
I find with travellers, men are up here and the women are kind of pushed down.
They look nice.
There's loads of young travelling boys. They can do what they like. I suppose it's hard and I'm wondering, well, why can't we?
Daddy, Anthony, come on, dinner's ready.
Dinner ready?
Yeah.
Oh, be God.
For Shakira and Sharina to keep on boxing in the future, they'll need to find husbands that share their modern-minded outlook.
No, that's absolutely lovely.
And that might not be easy.
I'll have a cup of tea.
Yeah. Daddy wants a cup of tea.
It's kind of a thing with traveller boys. It's up to the women. The men just thinks the women should just stay home, do the cooking.
Dirk, give that to Daddy.
I want for the future to get married and have children and settle down. But I also want to carry on my boxing and I want to carry on with horses. I want to obey my own rules. Do you want a glass?
You've done an absolutely great job in cooking that food, girls. Very tasty.
While Shakira and Sharina are tackling traveller traditions.
The lad will be very lucky when he gets you.
50 miles away in Dublin, 15-year-old Irish traveller Margaret has been battling attitudes from outside the community.
I live with my mum, my dad, my two brothers, Dylan and James.
And did you have a good day?
Dylan has this condition called brittle bone disease. James has chronic lung disease.
Take that quick.
And they've always kept a smile on them. So that's the main thing.
6 years ago, life changed for Margaret and her family when they were forced to move from a site into a house in order to get the medical support they needed.
That's the whole reason why we moved out of the site, because if I tried to get oxygen for young James and tried to get it delivered, it wouldn't come. You know, they were making up excuses, they wouldn't come into a travel site and this and that, you know. The racism in this country when it comes to stuff like that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, even I rang up to get insurance on a car one time and the man turned around and told me, he says, I can't insure it, and I says, why? He said, it's known as a black spot. And at the minute we moved in here, we got everything that we need for the lad. Oxygen, anything you need, it's there. You couldn't even get a letter where we were living.
If I had the opportunity to go back to a site, I would go back because it's kind of where I grew up, in the site. But my brothers need to be in the house because of their health.
Life is now improving for the boys.
Kick it.
But since the move, things have taken a serious turn for the worse for Margaret.
When I was in the site, it was okay because we were all travellers and we all knew each other and we were all friends. But the minute I moved here, it was different because you would have people saying you don't deserve to live in a house. You need to live in a caravan. You need to go back from where you came from. I think they picked on me because they don't like travellers and they see travellers as people who steal or people who, you know, look for trouble, and not a lot of travellers are like that. Like, we're all different.
Margaret has been so badly bullied, her parents have had to remove her from 3 different schools.
One girl said that I should go kill myself. And on Facebook, they were sending me messages saying, you need to have an overdose.
They have been nasty to her. They have been very, very nasty to her. We were called to the school to look at the CCTV, where she was pushed and her whole head was nearly smashed against the wall.
After everything the family's been through, Margaret's dad has come up with a plan to put their troubles behind them.
If you climb a mountain, you'll get good luck and it's good for your soul. And it's good to have a bit of faith, isn't it? Good man.
He's taking them on a pilgrimage to the chapel at the top of the holy mountain, Croagh Patrick.
Gonna go follow this red line the whole way down here to the finish, right? That doesn't mean we're finished now, we have to go the whole way back, right?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
No, I do.
We're very holy people as travellers, and we're all going to say a prayer up there, and hopefully our prayers will be answered.
What are you going to pray for now?
Pray for making my lungs better.
I think it's going to be really hard. It's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done.
Today, 10-year-old Annalise is getting the family's horses ready for sale.
His name's Blondie, and it's a stallion. And it's a couple of grand.
Younger brother Jimmy will one day take over the family business.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
But Annalise is planning to be involved too.
It's having a Jankaruna.
What does that mean?
It means it's having a shit. Jim, shut up. I enjoy doing my dad's business. Jimmy's more interested in dogs and vans. Come on, carrot girl. Eventually, Jimmy gets bored. Pick it up, Annalise.
Jimmy may enjoy bossing his sister around,
Annalise.
but it's Annalise who's taking charge as they get Princess ready to sell online.
Steady. She's been out in the field for ages now, all of winter nearly, and now she's all muddy, and we need to clean her. This is what you got to do when you're selling horses. You get more money for horses in better conditions. It's worth the effort because it ain't that hard, and all you got to do is brush them down, and for all the money you get, I don't think it's that bad. I don't know if it makes so much sense to Jimmy, but I think it do. Jim, where's the ripe? What? All right.
Next, it's time for Princess's photo shoot.
Calm, steady, stand, stand. No, Jim, you take the picture. No, take the picture then. Hey, 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 stand. Right, don't get me in it, stay. Did you get the other side? Try to stay. Stay. Done it. Don't snort. Did you take some good pics? Did you take some good pics? I'm looking. He's up behind you. Piss off. Stop bothering me! Now we just got to put them on the internet and then she might be sold.
This could be the start of a beautiful partnership.
That's what we're going to be doing when we're older. Oh, Jim, don't do that. She'll bite your mouth off.
Although it may not be as equal as Annalise would hope.
She's not going to be the boss. My sister might have some of the money, but I'm going to keep most of it. Don't do it, Annalise. She just shakes her head. Don't do it. Just let go of her head then.
In Nottinghamshire, 13-year-old Ben knows all about being treated unfairly. He's been bullied for being a Romany gypsy at 10 different schools, but he's finally settled at school number 11.
Now I'm at this new school, I'm getting more respect and more of an understanding of who I am. I've got some good friends there and everyone knows that I am a gypsy, but no one's really bothered. They just think, he's a nice lad, so what's the point in me giving him problems when he's faced so much of it before?
With life going well, Ben's been turning his negative experiences into a positive by speaking out against prejudice towards his community.
I'm not asking for sympathy. I am asking for equality. Love the differences, because being different is the best thing about being a person.
What did you think when everyone stood up at the end clapping?
I was thinking, hey, cushy.
Yeah.
Couldn't be prouder of myself.
But despite Ben's recent successes, today there's been an incident at school.
Right, you sit down there now.
Hello? Not too good, actually, to be honest with you. I'm absolutely and utterly heartbroken and devastated after what's happened today. You know, Ben and Anastasia, they don't come to school for any of this. I don't bring my kids up to have to fight a war.
I was walking to my English. There's about 16 lads circled me and my sister and then start hauling abuse at me, calling me Jippo and Pikey. And then he starts to attack me, and I was thinking, here we go again. Am I ever eventually going to leave this behind?
Older brother Daniel has heard the news and he's rushed home from work to see Ben.
Hey, Dan. Oh, hey, Ben. Bloody hell. It's not good. I was going to ask if you was all right, but...
I'm just, you know, in shock of what's happened. I put my hands up to try and defend myself, and then he punches me on my hand, on my knuckle, and then this is how that happened.
I don't know if this has been reported to the police or anything else.
Yeah, it has.
It's just disgusting. Look at you now. You get your hand in a sling. You got an inflamed eye, and if I was you, I'd be thinking, why is it me?
Yeah, I am. I'm upset because I'm thinking, what have I done to this person to deserve this?
Doesn't matter what school you go to. It's just the same old story, just a different uniform every time.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I was mum and dad, I'd be thinking, well, what's the point sending my kids to school so they can just have trouble like this all the time?
At the moment, I don't feel safe going back to school.
I don't understand why things like this are still happening, and it makes me upset, and it makes me think, well, how would Ben feel now? Ben's not going to feel that he can trust school anymore after 11 schools and being to 2 secondary schools. He's not going to want to trust them.
At the moment, I don't feel safe going back to school because I've got that worry of where I don't know whether some kid's going to bring a knife into school, say, and then stab me. Because I'm at that point where I've got school phobia.
If Ben pulls out of this school, he'll have no local options left for a formal education.
I need to know that I'm going to be safe to live out my school life just as any other 13-year-old boy would.
And his ordeal isn't over yet.
Should we go from the start? The group started saying that I was a dirty pikey, kick his head in.
He's getting ready to give his account of the day's events to the police. Yesterday, 13-year-old Ben had his hand broken in an attack by another pupil.
I've gone through this so many times before, and it just feels like a never-ending cycle, and whatever I do, I'm always going to be set back. That's how it's making me feel.
This is his 11th school in 10 years, and he's now considering dropping out of education altogether. But older brother Daniel wants to ensure Ben has thought it through.
If he leaves school, that leaves him with less choices for what he can do with his life.
What was your time at school like?
Similar to what you experienced. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I had bad times, and overall, school was terrible for me. But what I'm saying is, looking back at it as a whole, I think it is good. If you followed down the academic route, then that'd be good for you because it gives you more opportunities.
Most important thing.
It's always good to have a backup plan. Like that's why I got myself 6 GCSEs. I know it's not much, but I got enough so that I could choose any college course that I could go on.
Something to fall back on.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Ben's situation is far from unique. Nearly 2/3 of all gypsies and travellers have been bullied or physically attacked.
If children are recognised as travellers at school, quite often there is a clash of cultures. All the information tells us is they do experience significant disadvantage.
What is it, Italian fajitas, is it? Mexican fajitas. Ah, that's what I meant.
Returning to school or electing to leave is a big decision.
Starving.
And something Ben wants to discuss with his whole family.
Chef Ramsay, eat your heart out. This school you're in now is the last school that you two can go to for 25 miles. There is no other school for you to go to.
I think if I left school and I was at home all the time and I ended up getting a bit of cabin fever, it wouldn't be as sociable as it would be at a school.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to miss all my pals as well.
Yeah, I agree
because I've got a big group of friends, man.
Yeah.
And then now I've got to let that go because
say what you need to say.
Some arsehole who's been a prick with me.
Thing is, though, what you've got to weigh up is going to school and having people to socialise with and get your education, does that outweigh the fact that you could go to school and some silly idiot gets a mindset then and they want to start sitting about you and make your life hell?
Yeah.
Those are the two things. What would you have to hear from the school to feel that you'd want to go back to it?
And I want this lad to keep away from me, and I want his friends to be expelled.
We've got to weigh up your safety versus your right to education.
Yeah.
Whatever choice the family makes, there's a lot at stake.
I know that I need an education. Obviously now this has happened, it really worries me about my future. The way I feel at the moment is they can't guarantee that I'm safe.
Yeah.
And that's something that really bothers me.
So, say when me and him get older and we get like a girlfriend, if they wanted to get married or anything, you've got to go basically by your wife rules.
I don't know why people get married. Maybe the boys like the girls, or I don't know. When I get older, I want to be a housewife, and I want someone to keep me like me. My dad keeps me now.
I think people get married just to show that they love each other.
If the boy loves you and if you love him, then that means you should both get married, and I don't like the kissing part.
Getting married is a defining moment in a traveller girl's life.
Anthony, your nanny's bike.
But sisters, Shakira and Sharina, aren't convinced that being a good wife will be enough for them.
It's a tradition that we all get married and have children. We all will get there. But I would get very bored if I had to stay inside and do like everything all day.
Here, do you want to bite this?
Because like when you're a traveller girl, you're gonna get married and you have to stay home, you have to cook and you have to clean.
Do you want this?
I mean, what's the best thing about being married? What do you do?
Well, I have company in life, I've ye. Oh no, he's not having it. He's not having it. Up it is. Come on, you go in the house.
Shakira and Sharina both have ambitions outside of the home. In a few days' time, they're competing in the Irish County Boxing Championships. And they're inspired by another traveller girl, Mary Kate Nevin, who has recently won gold at the European Junior Championships.
Mary Kate, she's just unbelievable. Everything about it, like she's just lovely style of boxing. And seeing her box makes me want to do it more and be like her. If I'm going into the ring, she'll be at my corner usually and she'll tell me what to do, like, and she'll push me harder to try and get in and just do my best.
Mary Kate is leading the way for traveller girls, but the sisters are concerned their dreams might not be compatible with family life.
I want to be on the Irish team, that's my goal. I want to follow in your footsteps.
You will. I think it's good to see young girls doing boxing.
Yeah, like not many traveller ones does it.
No.
You wouldn't see much.
They'd be saying, oh, she's a tomboy.
Yeah,
or
you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do this. You have to do
That's
this.
boy stuff.
That's not being traveller, like you have to go home, you do your, like still you do your cleaning and cooking, help with the children. After you get married, are you going to keep on going with the boxing?
If I want to like carry on in boxing, like there's nothing that will stop me. Like I'll still carry on in boxing, but like never.
Yeah.
Like Mary Kate, Shakira and Sharina want the traveller community to rethink traditional gender roles.
If someone came up and told me you shouldn't be at boxing, it makes me want to do it more to prove to them that we can do it. If I want to do boxing, no one's going to stop me because I want to be who I am.
Did you tell your mum you put them all in the bag?
15-year-old Margaret and her family are getting ready for a pilgrimage up the holy mountain of Crowpatrick.
We have a lot of faith in God. We're going up there for my brothers to try and help them get their health back.
Where's your inhalers? These inhalers are in this bag, Eddie, Margaret.
Yeah.
But Margaret has personal reasons for taking on the climb.
Hopefully, this mountain's going to give me my confidence back. The girls who bullied me, I want to prove them wrong and prove that they're in the past and I'm just getting better.
All right, let's see you get back, Tiny. Come on.
Croagh Patrick has been a site of worship for over 5,000 years. Reaching the top involves a 4-mile hike, rising over 2,500 feet.
Nothing up there, look.
It's a tough climb.
Dylan, come on, son, I haven't got all day now.
And Margaret isn't off to the best of starts.
Now that we're here, I'm really cold and I'm shivering. And I've only got one glove.
Cold hands will be the least of Margaret's worries.
Don't start walking up.
That's rock is soapy.
She must keep a close eye on her brothers, whose medical issues make this family trip a tricky undertaking.
Dylan has brittle bone disease. If he falls, leg would break. If he loses his balance, it could be bad.
Margaret, grab him, he's going to fall. All right, come down this way. If you fall down there, you're going to hurt yourself. So walk this way, man.
Give me your hand. It'll be hard for Norman because of his lungs, so we have to be very careful about him.
Remember your breathing, down through your nose, not out through your mouth. Walk straight, son.
Despite the challenges, Margaret is confident about the task ahead.
The mountain doesn't look that far, but it might be hard to walk up because we're going up a big hill now.
Oh, you want to rest?
It's windy, but the view's really nice.
But Margaret's optimism may be premature.
Margaret, give him a five-minute break.
With only one working lung, brother James is finding it hard to keep up.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
Sit down there in the grass, quick.
What are you going to do? Are you going to continue or what?
Do you want to go down to the coffee shop with your mommy?
No. Son, you're not able, I can see it in your face.
James is determined to make it to the summit.
If he wants to continue, let him continue.
And the family pushes on.
That's where the church is. There's something seriously wrong with the person that built it up there.
Gorgers don't really like us and that. Some don't, because they think that we're bad people.
Gorgers, they're just like, you there, look at you, Jippo, Pikey. Then that just gets on my last nerve.
You are what you are, and you can't do anything about it.
They just see us basically as beneath them.
It makes me feel like I ain't really I'm not really nice, but I am.
If they can't respect us for who we are, we can't really respect them either.
What I've got to say to them is that we ain't bad people. It's just the way that they speak to us. And if they treat us good, we treat them good.
It's been 2 weeks since Ben was attacked by a pupil at school, and his injuries have healed. While he's weighing up his options, he's being homeschooled by his parents.
There's good bits and bads to being homeschooled. One of the bads would just be not having that social opportunity, seeing my friends and have a laugh with all different people. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to go back and continue my normal school life.
With Ben's education still in the balance, his parents have been to a meeting at the school in an effort to decide his future.
If you could go to school without being victimised...
I'd do it in a heartbeat, Mum, you know I would.
Ben's mum and dad have reached a decision.
We've had a good chat with them about, obviously, what's gone off and what they can do to ensure that it doesn't happen again. There's a million and one options that we can look at, but school is not going to be one of them, babe.
I'm having to leave school for being bullied.
Yeah.
But these lads aren't having to leave the school.
If the school would have turned around to me and your father and said, well, this is what we're putting in place, we're going to make sure that these boys are kept away and we're going to nip it in the bud, then it'd be a whole different story.
They should leave the school. Not me. They're not losing out on anything. Just because he's a gorger and from their community, Ma'am, he's one of their people, right, nothing's been done.
I don't want phone calls anymore saying Ben's been attacked, he's got broken bones, he needs to go to hospital.
Hey, Dan, pass it on.
Nah, I'm not passing this on.
Yeah, come on. It's fair, that's the rules.
The decision has been made. I'm not going to be going back to the school.
There you go.
The best option that we came up with was to go into home education. It's a bit hard for me to hear.
Your folder or Ben's? Mine. That's your one.
Maths.
But having had time to reflect on his parents' decision, Ben's starting to come to terms with his new life.
210.
I feel positive about the future because I know whatever it holds for me, then it's going to be good.
So, what's the answer to that?
790.
Brilliant.
My family have always been supportive with me.
And there's 100 pence to a pound.
£1.60.
Yep, there we go.
Homeschooling for me has been absolutely amazing at the moment, and the reason for that is because I'm always getting one-on-one, whereas in a classroom of 30 kids you wouldn't normally get that one-on-one time.
How many apples are there altogether? What's N?
I don't know.
It's going to be hard moving forward for me, but I know that I can still be me, still be positive, and still do the things that I want to do.
2 + 1. I'm sure the square of 8 is 64.
Has anybody got a phone?
Is it
We'll
not
Google
square?
it. Oh, dearie me.
Come on! Work it! That's it! Work it! Come on, work it!
It's the day of Shakira and Sharina's fight, and the girls haven't lost sight of what they're battling for.
I'm proud to be who I am. I love carrying on in traditions, but I'd like to be a modern traveller girl. Yeah.
In preparation, both girls have been on a strict diet.
It's been 24 hours since I've eaten some. 24 hours, really? Yeah. Since we ate some.
Shakira is next to fight, and she must weigh in at 34 kilograms.
Oh my God, 0.2 over. I'm disgusted. 2 points. I'd be disgusted too.
Having failed to make her target weight, Shakira will be fighting a girl from a heavier division.
Good luck.
But battling the odds doesn't faze her.
I don't want to be told that I can't do certain stuff, because why can't I?
Go on, Shakira. That's it, Shakira.
No. That's it.
Jab to the head, right hand downstairs.
Body head. Go down to the body as well. Come up to the head, okay?
Traveller girls, we can box, we can cook, we can clean. We can do anything a country person can. Anything a man can do, we can do it. I hope no other girls give up. We should let other people hear who we are.
Well done. Good job. Fair play to you. Great job. Fair play to you. Great
I
job.
feel excellent because I won on a unanimous decision. That means that all judges went for me and not one of them went for her.
That's a great job, Shakira.
Shakira is leading the way for other traveller girls. And she could still win her biggest fight of all.
I'm a traveller and I like being a traveller, and I'll always hold my head high to be a traveller. But the modern is good too, so I'm a bit of both.
If more girls like her push against the grain, the future for traveller women could could look very different.
The travelling community, the way it was, women weren't allowed to go working as such. You get married and you go in and look after the house and don't come out of the kitchen and make the dinner. But it's changing.
It was mostly women depended on the men, and men tried to keep it that way. But women are now standing for themselves.
I hope other traveller girls see me like this, and I hope it encourages them to go far. And all of them out there, they should pick up boxing or horses. Don't be letting anyone put you down, because pick yourselves up. You're your own boss.
Margaret, just watch still in there behind you.
Margaret's family are now halfway through their trek up Crowpatrick Mountain.
Come on, Mum, you follow me.
But older brother James is struggling.
Come on, buddy. Last year, one of his lungs collapsed, and I remember seeing him on the bed with a mask on, and my mommy was crying. So we had to be very careful about him.
The family's plan is to reach the chapel at the top, to pray for the boy's health, and for Margaret to regain the confidence she had before she was bullied.
I don't think Mother Nature's going to let us get the whole way up.
But after battling for 2 hours,
Fucking that way.
James has reached his limit.
Margaret, Margaret, we're not going to go any further. James is going to funny colour.
Are you not doing it?
Huh?
You're not doing it?
No. James is not able to go anymore.
It's a disappointing end.
Well, you did good.
You've the rest of your life to climb up there. Look how far you came, look.
Look at that, we didn't think you'd come this far.
But Margaret knows that pushing on isn't worth the risk.
His face went a funny colour and his lips went dry, and that was a sign that he was not okay. But he was determined to go back up, so I'm really proud of him for trying.
We came as far as we could. What do you want, Dill?
Hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
Yeah.
With marshmallows. Where do you think you're living? In America?
Back off the mountain, Margaret and her dad have found a place where their prayers could still be answered.
We didn't get to the top, but we still got far as a family, and you know, it was a fun experience.
And even though Margaret didn't complete the challenge, for her, the trip has still been worthwhile.
There was a few times where I was thinking, I can't do this anymore, I want to go back down. But then I kept going. I feel like I have a lot more confidence now. I feel stronger in myself, and I want to do it again. We've got unfinished business, because we still have the top to go to.
Next time,
Hold him tight, Jack.
9-year-old Jack Joe has decided it's time to move into a place of his own.
Oh, stinks up here. How did Jesus then?
Alicia comes up with a plan to save someone
Jesus loves you.
from hell.
You believe in Jesus? It's hard, trust me. Hey, move it. Get up. No, brother.
And Francie says goodbye to his granddad at the biggest funeral the traveller community has ever seen.
He was the best at everything. He was the king of all kings.